Through the, sorry, through the chair, if we want, we could start now. It's 9:40 a.m. Yeah, we could, yeah.
Okay, I'll call meeting order. Take tenants. Nick? Here. Donna? Here. Robert? Myself? Dale's away.
Yeah, I believe members Yannicka and, yeah, Dale are away.
Yeah.
And through the chair, just to let you know, we don't have minutes to be ratified at this meeting
so
today.
that's
Yeah, we'll provide them to you to be ratified at the next
Okay.
Committee of Adjustment meeting. Yes, so, did you?
Did anybody got a conflict of interest? On any? If not, thank you. Good.
Yep, and sorry, through the chair, since we don't have any minutes to be ratified, well, our first application will be heard at 9:45 a.m. Okay? Okay, it's now 9:45 a.m. So the first application is a minor variance application, A 2026-00153, 70 Mayfair Crescent, Hamilton. Owner is M. Ben Ishai and H. Ben Ishai, and the applicant is G. Ferrone. Is there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, either here in council chambers or on the WebEx platform? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thank you.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the panel. This is Franco Romano, registered professional planner, 321 Lakeshore, Mississauga, here on behalf of the owner.
Did you have, read the response from the city on that?
Yes, we're satisfied with the conditions that the city has requested. Those are appropriate in this instance. And in terms of Halton Conservation Authority, we are aware of the need for a permit, and we note that the accessory structures are located in between the pool and the dwelling, so there's no impact on the erosion hazard. But we're happy to have a condition that a permit be obtained by the Hamilton Conservation Authority.
Okay. Committee?
Okay, I'm going to make a motion to approve the application with the addition of them requiring, obtaining a permit from the Holton Conservation Authority.
Okay. Moved by Donna, second by Nick. All in favor? Nobody opposed? Carried.
Thank you kindly. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
And thank you, just through the chair to the agent, I believe, Mr. Romano. If necessary, I don't know if we originally had you listed as the agent for the file, but if you wanted, you could contact us after at cofa@hamilton.ca, and we could add you as an agent, okay? Thank
Very
you.
good. Appreciate that. Thanks.
And our next application is to be heard at 9:50 a.m. Now 9:50 a.m. And just to clarify, for the previous application, which was 82026000153 70 Mayfair Crescent, we did receive late comments from Hamilton Conservation Authority, and they provided comments in terms of recommending the application be tabled. Just want to clarify, it's not Halton Conservation, it's Hamilton Conservation Authority there. Okay, the next application is a minor variance, A2026-00031-132 Topay Crescent, Hamilton. Owner is V. Bellissimo, applicant is D. Orsini, and agent is D. Orsini. I don't know if the applicant or agent is here. However, the application, my understanding is it's going to be withdrawn. There was a subsequent, after the application was submitted, there was another additional review from our zoning staff, and it was determined actually that a minor variance is not needed here. So the application is being withdrawn. So if there's anyone here, either on the WebEx platform or here in council chambers, if you're here for this application, 132 Topay Crescent, Hamilton, the application's been withdrawn. It's no longer, a minor variance is no longer deemed to be necessary. And if you have any questions about that, you can always contact the Committee of Adjustment staff afterwards, okay? And our next application to be heard is at 9:55 a.m. Okay, it's now 9:55 a.m. Next, we have a minor variance application, A2026-00159, 181 Hess Street, South Hamilton. Owner is S. Baker, applicant is J. Massacre, and the agent is the same person as well. Sorry, yeah, A2026-00159, 181 Hess Street, South Hamilton. Is there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, either here in council chambers or on the WebEx portal, or on the WebEx platform? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thanks.
Through you, Chair, to the committee. My name is Justin Masker. I'm the agent for the applicant. My address is 36 Mill Pond Road in Victoria. So I've gone through the staff report in support of all the planning comments. Obviously, the planning staff didn't have too much to say about it. One thing to discuss with the application is the goal here is to create a laundry facility for the owner on the main floor and also add an additional bathroom. So obviously space is a premium. There's currently an addition on the back of the property that's legal non-conforming, which has about a 0.3 meter setback. So part of this application is to remove that addition and rebuild a legal addition on the back. The engineering department has asked for a condition there be a 0.9 meter rear yard setback. I just asked that the committee approve the application without that condition, mainly because we're proposing a 0.7 meter setback when it's surrounded by buildings. There's a building behind it, a building beside it. That area will collect next to no rainwater. We can easily lead the rainwater that would be falling there off the roof with eaves troughs and rainwater leaders. And a 0.9 meter swale in the back would actually make the laundry facility not work in that bathroom. So it would make the design prohibitive. And we feel that a 0.9 meter swale is great in the vast majority of situations where you have a conventional setback between two houses. However, in this case, it's a bit of an edge case in that this area is really collecting no water at all. So 0.7 meter is ample and is actually fixing the legal non-conforming condition of 0.3 meters, which allows no swale or access or anything like that to the back of the property. So in summation, I just ask the committee to approve without that condition from the engineering department. Thank you.
Okay. Staff, do you want to comment on that? Take that condition out.
Through the chair to the committee, Anthony Mancini, planning technician 1. Staff aren't supportive of removing that condition and would support that the variance 1 be revised to 0.9 meters in accordance with development engineering's recommendation for a 0.9 meter setback for a drainage swell. Thank you.
Committee.
I think at this point and over the history that we've dealt with, 0.9 is the minimum. And if you've got a building that's right there and a building that's on the adjacent property, there's got to be enough room for access to come through for in case of emergency, and over and above that, the swale. So I'm not prepared to change from the 0.9 as recommended by staff.
Do you understand that what 0.9 is what they're requesting?
Yes, I am understanding that it looks like planning staff were okay with the 0.7 meter setback as proposed, but it was an engineering condition to deal with a swale for water. That's my understanding of reading the report. As to remind the committee that it's currently 0.3 meters and it's legal non-conforming. So any improvement is an improvement in my opinion.
If the building was already there and built, it might be a different conversation, but because it's proposed, and you've said the old building would be taken down, the new one be putting up, I think it's time to get your architect to change the dimensions on it to allow the 0.9.
Understood.
Bob? Anybody else?
Comments from the staff, any concerns with that, what we're proposing?
Sorry, Spencer Skidmore, good morning, acting manager, development engineering, or development planning, East team. What was the preferred approach by committee?
The 0.9.
So, yeah, we recognize, so development planning, given that there is an existing addition at 0.3, we didn't have a ton of concern because they are improving, moving back to the 0.7. However, we look at it from a planning perspective in terms of access for maintenance, et cetera. We don't review it from a kind of grading, drainage, stormwater management perspective. We always in our comments say kind of we're okay with it, but we defer to development engineering for further comment. And then typically before a hearing, we'll review development engineering's comments and see where they stand. In this instance, because they're removing the addition, replacing it, development engineering's comments said they should be meeting our minimum 0.9 meter for swale for drainage, which is their typical minimum standard. And we generally defer to them in that regard. So we would be supportive of the 0.9. But I'll leave it to committee, given that it is an existing situation and they are improving it, whether there's any discretion given to that. Thank you.
Okay, on that note, I'll make a motion to approve the variances with variance number 1 being changed to 0.9 meters, and 2 can stand and 3 can stand. So approve with the conditions, with the 1 change, and then the notes accordingly.
Okay. Seconder on that? Nick, all in favor? Opposed? You're in favor, okay. One opposed. It's carried. It changed.
Sorry, through the chair, was the condition to remain the same, or was there a change there? There was 2 proposed conditions in the staff comments.
Hang on a second.
This is 0.9 up there, yeah.
Yeah, the proposed conditions state right now the 0.9 rear yard.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the conditions can stay.
They'll remain, okay,
Yeah.
with the notes as well. Okay, thank you.
Okay, through chair to
Okay.
committee, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it's now 10:03 a.m.
I just noticed.
Next, we have a minor variance application,
Proposed conditions,
A2026, 00165, 13 Clover Hill Road, Hamilton. Owner is A. Ferreira, applicant is J. Sterling, agent is the same person as well. Is there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether on the WebEx platform or here in council chambers? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or, oh, no, he's the applicant. Yeah, so applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thank you.
Boy.
Okay, my name is John Sterling. I live at 94 Ontario Avenue here in Hamilton. The reason the owner wants to do this is that he's a contractor. And he's finding it difficult to store things, everyday things he needs, tools, extra material, leftover stuff that may be used in another job. I realize that in a lot of cases that these people should find off-site storage facilities, but that's just, in today's economic climate, that's just insane. When he has space on his own property. Now, all he's looking for is extra storage. And he has, bobcats that he stores on the first floor of the garage, and his truck and stuff, heavier material like concrete, and, slabs and things like that. But for wood material, it would be ideal if he could store it on site. And he just hasn't got the room any other way, except for doing this addition. Now I realize you guys don't have elevations. I did try and send those, but there was a problem with the with what I was doing. The actual roof line is actually exactly the same as what the first floor shows right now. It's just 1 story higher. There are some windows, but there's not a formal set of stairs. It's a retractable stair system to the second floor. That's basically it. I realize the hydro indicated that there may be an issue with the house next door. But looking at it critically, we don't see a problem with that.
Okay, any more,
Sorry?
got any more to speak about it, or you?
No, that's it.
Okay. So you're okay with it, really?
I'm okay with what? Sorry?
You're okay with the application then?
Yes.
Okay.
And through the chair, just for your for your reference, and you may be aware, planning staff are recommending the application be tabled.
Tabled, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah,
The planning staff are recommending the application be tabled.
Why?
It's in the staff comments there. They're indicating they wanted some additional information relating to the proposal. And I believe we did send you an email indicating the staff
I
comments.
did, but I never received anything about anybody tabling anything.
No, it's staff recommending it.
staff recommended it.
Staff recommending, it's your application, right? So you make a decision how you wish to proceed.
We'll hear from the applicant on that, okay?
I don't understand why there's always a delay.
The,
Sorry, through the chair. Okay, that's fine. I'll explain our process. And you're always welcome before the meeting to contact us, and we can explain this to you as well. Once an application is submitted, we send notice out to the neighboring properties, letting them know an application has been received and there's going to be a committee of adjustment meeting. At the same time, we circulate the application to different city departments and external agencies for their review. So prior to the meeting, the staff will provide their comments, and those are just recommendations, and those are reviewed by the committee members, and that may they'll review that in addition to other material, like there's presentation from you and from other, and they may go out and do a site visit as well. And here staff are recommending that the application be tabled as they wanted, or planning staff are recommending it as they wanted some additional information. However, it is your application, so you can choose how you wish to proceed.
Well, if I don't proceed the way they want, they'll probably just cancel it and not allow me anything.
No, it's your application. No one can cancel your application, right? It's your application,
Well,
how
not
you wish to
cancel it,
proceed.
but not give me what we want or what we need.
That's up to you how you wish to
But
proceed, yeah.
I'm assuming that all they want is how the roof is going to go. And even though I tried to, listen, I had trouble with this application form because it duplicated itself on top of itself, and then they rejected it the first time. And then I had to redo the whole thing. And they kept saying that there was nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with it. This is a new application. This is a vast difference than what it used to be. I've been doing this for 30 years. I mean, and then the application itself ended up being an abomination, the way it turned out, and then I had to redo it again. It was just a nightmare. And no one took any responsibility. Well, how did this happen? How did it overprint itself? Well, I must have done it. Well, no, it's impossible for me to do it. It's just impossible, the way the computer works. And then, of course, now I'm hearing this. Now, I read all the comments. That was not one of the comments, unless I missed something.
What the staff are recommending is that they want to table it for submissions of elevation drawings, which you've explained you had trouble doing that.
Yeah,
And they
I
wanted
had-
more information regarding the nature of the business.
That's fine. We can do that.
So is that what you would be all right tabling it?
I would. I would have been happier if I was able to provide this information from the very beginning. But I tried and it wasn't working.
Well, if you can get that information to the staff, we can table it and get that and bring it back, and then it can get looked after. I think
Okay.
that's what they're looking after. So you okay with tabling then to get that looked after?
Yes.
Just for clarification on the communication that would have been sent out, it was on page 3. There's a paragraph there that covers everything that you need to address with the planning department. And if you follow that, then you won't have any problems the next time around. So at this point, make a motion as per the staff request to table the application.
Moved by Bob to table, second by Donna. All in favor? Nobody opposed, carried. So it's tabled, and get that information into the staff, and then you'll be clear.
Thank you, and through the chair to the applicant, please. We will be in touch with you after the application on how to proceed, and always, I'm always available to speak to people, either email, phone, or even in person, and my contact information is just behind you. There's a business card, so if you want, you can always contact us if you need to, okay? Thank you.
Is that it over there?
Yeah. That's it, right over there. Okay, next. It's 10:12 a.m. and we have next it's a consent application, B2026-00094, 250 Alberton Road, Ancaster. The owner is a numbered company, 919631, Ontario Incorporated, OA Maplewood Farms. Agent is AJ Clark and Associates Limited, R Ferrari. And I believe, just to let the committee know, the application was tabled prior to the hearing, so the committee will not be hearing this application today. So if there's anyone here, whether here in council chambers or on the WebEx platform, attending for this application for 250 Alberton Road, Ancaster, do note the applicant tabled it prior to the hearing. If you want to be notified on any updates on the application, if you're on the WebEx platform, you can send us an email, cofa@hamilton.ca, or if you're here in council chambers, you can fill out an interested party form here, and then we will keep you updated. And we will also be in touch with the applicant in terms of how to proceed. Okay. And now it's 10:13 a.m. The next application we have to be heard is a minor variance application, A2026-00025, 1025 Wilson Street West, Ancaster. Owner is Elite Wilson Holdings Incorporated, H. Hakimi. Applicant is the same company, and agent is Urban Solutions Planning and Land Development Consultants Incorporated, M. Johnston. Okay. Is there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether here in council chambers on the WebEx platform? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward, please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thanks.
Good morning, committee members. I'm Scott Beatty. I'm a registered professional planner with Urban Solutions. I'm here today on behalf of Elite Wilson Holdings, Inc. for the proposed minor variance before us for 1025 Wilson Street West. I do have a brief presentation, but I'm happy to forego that for the sake of time and just answer questions if that's the desire of the committee. I have read the city staff report, and I do agree with the recommendation to approve the conditions, or sorry, not the conditions, the variances as is. And at this time, I'm happy to answer any questions or do that presentation if you wish.
You're happy with the conditions and what the staff have recommended?
That's correct.
Yep. Committee?
I'll make a motion to approve the application.
Moved by Donna with the conditions, right?
There is no conditions.
But the notes are there.
Or with, yeah, so I'll add the notes.
Yeah, okay. Moved by Donna, but second by Robert. All in favor? Opposed? None? Carried.
Thank you, committee. Have a good day.
Okay, it's now 10:15 a.m. Next, we have a consent application B2026-00171, 3517 Indian Trail, Ancaster. Owner is Third Nature Holdings Incorporated, S. Koning. Applicant is the same company. Agent is S. Fielding and R. Pasuta. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether here in council chambers or on the WebEx platform? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward. You can please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Susan Fielding, and this is Robert Pasuta. We're acting for the applicant, Third Nature Holdings. The owner is here, Steve Conning. The address is 7458 Fielding Lane, Puslinch, Ontario, which we run our consulting firm from. So I'll hand it over to Robert to let him speak on to the application.
Good morning, Chairman Switzer and committee members. Back at City Hall for another visit.
Yeah.
This application by Mr. Koning, he's the applicant and we're the agents for it. And the purpose of it, of course, it's in the background down here, is to permit the conveyance of a parcel of land to be added to the property known as 3535 Indian Trail to facilitate an internal additional dwelling at some point in time. The conditions that are before us, the property is going to remain A1, zoned A1. It's a lot line adjustment, not a severance, so there's new lot is being created here. And the application is considered, in our opinion, minor in nature. As far as the conditions 1 and 2 we're okay with. Condition 3, there's no building being done this time, so there's no permit applied for a building or for a septic system within there. And there's no other buildings. Everything's been removed. It talks about demolition permits. There's nothing there right now, but only the residence that's in that property, the home property. And Hardin Environmental has provided a nitrate assessment and property size survey to demonstrate the need for the lot to be enlarged to accommodate an in-law suite at some point in down the road. So that's being put in down there. So, and the archaeological, as far as the archaeological part of it, nothing's being dug up or disturbed at this time. We're only looking for the lot line adjustment here. Yes, so what we're looking for condition 5, if it could be removed because of the nature of what's happening here, it's only this lot line adjustment. At some point in time, when it comes back to do an addition, then we'll go ahead with that process. Also, yes, so we got conditions, a lot of conditions, up to 10. So condition 8, the transportation planning, has no objection to it, but they want to take some land for a road widening at some point in time. I know that we've done this before. It's a rural lands. I don't see that road ever being widened in many, many years. Take number 6 highway, for example, the amount of traffic, and it's still 2 lanes as you get to the north part of it. Highway 5 is the same thing. And if there's only one application,
down the road, if they were to widen it in 100 years, they're going to have to go to other properties and purchase them at some point in time. So we don't see a need to go ahead. We had one application before here, and the road allowance was, city didn't need to take that. So if we could ask for relief on that too, please. And as far as the existing structures, there's nothing left there. Everything's been removed. The applicant has taken that all down. So any old photos or aerial photos that show something there, it's been removed. Is that right, Steve?
Yep, the demolition permit number for that was 25101-607 DP. That was done in July of 25.
Okay, so we got that, it's clear. Yeah, okay. And
That's it.
I think that's it if I go through them. There's been a lot here, but I think staff were understanding that we were going to go ahead and build now. We're just trying to get this land organized for the future for Steve to go ahead and at some point in time add on to the structure that's there.
You'd be coming back later with another application to go ahead with those things.
Right, when Steve gets to that point.
You mentioned number 3, or you want that one, you talked about number 3.
Number 3, well,
We already have that done. I think it is included with the application, so I think we're okay with that one. We're just
Okay.
asking for relief on condition 5 and condition 8 and condition, number 9. Oh, no, sorry, is it 9?
10 is there's no
Oh,
need
it's
for it.
10,
And 8, the road widening.
5, 8, and 10.
8, 10, and 5. The
Yeah.
archaeological assessment, we're asking for relief on that? Yes.
So what we're saying here, 3, there's no permit with this application for the septic system. There is no buildings left there. That's number 4, so that should be struck. And then the archaeological, we're not at that point at this time. Nothing's being disturbed. And of course, the transportation planning where they want to widen and get to obtain road allowance. So we're asking for that to be removed. And then, of course, number 10, existing structures, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And 3, I don't know where you're putting 3.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You said you're okay with 3 then, or not?
Well, 3 is kind of putting the cart ahead of the horse. I mean, we submitted the evidence from a professional engineer saying that this was necessary to go on with the next step, but I don't think it would be necessary to go further with that until the actual application goes in for the internal renovation or addition.
On number 3, if you've had the work done, you've already had it taken care of and everything's there?
Yes,
So in other words, the condition has been met.
fulfilled, okay,
Okay, I want to leave that in there.
okay.
It doesn't,
Doesn't matter. whatever it is.
that's my point.
Yeah, okay,
Doesn't matter,
that's fine.
okay?
Yeah, we've already submitted that, so, yeah,
That's great.
thank you.
I have a question for staff. Since this is a land severance to joining to an existing property, and number 5, the archaeological assessment, should that be done tied to the severance or after the fact?
Through the chair, good morning, Spencer Skidmore, Acting Manager, Development Planning East Team. It's a good question. So because whether or not you're creating a new lot, our official plan defines even a lot line adjustment, because technically there's no such thing as a lot line adjustment. What you're doing is you're severing a portion of one lot and conveying it to another, right? So it's the same process. It's kind of just you're forcing a merge to occur after the parcel is severed off. So it's still considered development under our official plan. So our cultural heritage policies, both on the official plan and the provincial level, are triggered. Granted, in this instance, there would be no new development proposed at this point in that area to be added. But because the policies are triggered, you see the archaeological requirement in the report as a condition. And perhaps if there is anybody from cultural heritage, Justin, I'm not sure, on the call today, I might defer to them for further comment. Thank you.
Would that be?
Good morning, Meg Oldfield, Cultural Heritage.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So the severance is the only opportunity for us to ask for an archaeological assessment. We are not allowed to ask for an archaeological assessment if this would come back for, say, a minor variance, for example. And depending on the proposed work, it may not trigger an application that would require us to comment.
So, am I okay to speak?
Go ahead,
here?
Armando.
I mean, so the conditions that you're looking at mitigating are 5, 3, and
4, 5, 8, and 10.
4, 5, 8, and 10. Okay. As far as archaeological assessments are concerned, I mean, I think it would be reasonable just to attach a condition that would say if they were to find something, then they would be cooperative on that point. I don't see its necessity. I mean, there is a little bit of sort of overextension on some of these things. I know they're requirements, but there's also reasonable answers to these issues. How's the committee feeling about making a motion in a certain direction?
Repeat that. What's that?
Yeah. What do you want?
So, I mean, I think,
Put your mic on, we can hear you. Put your mic on, Donna.
Road widening, I can do without, like, doesn't have to be there. Number 10. So number 10's already been done. He's given us the demolition permit number, so that one can go. 8 can go. 5, to me, I would say only if needed. And then
If required, then in other words.
if required. And then 4 was for the, yeah, and 4, they're not building right now, so they don't need a building permit. So I would be okay with removing those 4.
I have an issue with removing number 8, the highway widening. Somebody has to be first. We all know that. And it's been done for any new developments down any road, et cetera, that has always been addressed. And if there is a potential minimum that it may be, but I think number 8 has to stay in.
okay, with all that said, I'd like to make a motion to approve this application, removing condition 10, condition 8, condition 5, condition 4, 8 as a report only if needed.
8, or conservation you want with needed.
So, my apologies, I just want to backtrack. I meant number 5, just to clarify. So 5, if something is discovered, I trust that the applicant will cooperate.
So you're which
Want
one's
me to
taken
repeat
out
that? You want me to repeat the
now?
motion?
Yeah,
So I'd like to make a motion to approve this application, removing condition 10, removing condition 8, 5 if needed, and removing condition 4.
put your mic on.
Add 2, condition 5, if needed,
If required.
if required.
Required to condition 5.
So leave that in and put if required? Does that,
I don't want to require the applicants to automatically have to do an archaeological assessment here. I want, the way that I'm trying to frame this is if they were to find,
That's if required then.
okay, that's if required, then
Yep.
that's the motion. Thank you.
Moved by Nick, second by Donna. Good.
So if I may, Mr. Chairman, so if required, but not a necessity at this point in time when we're looking
No,
at,
no, it's
the
just required
severance.
if you find something, it has to
Okay.
be looked at, okay?
Okay.
and if I may, Mr. Chairman, too, this road allowance, in here, staff,
They're suggesting that it be removed.
the total, you're going to remove the road
It was
allowance?
removed, yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to
that's what they're
remove it?
voting on,
We're
yeah.
good?
It's been
Okay.
removed,
All right, okay, fine, sorry, thank you.
okay.
That's it.
Okay, you got moved by Nick, second by Donna. All in favor? Opposed? One opposed, it's carried.
Thank you.
Thank you, committee, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And through the chair, if I can just make a note to the applicant, we do send the staff comments to you before the meeting. If you have any questions about the conditions, please reach out to us. We can get you in touch with staff before the meeting and we can have a discussion too, right? If ever, and sometimes yeah, we can take a look at that before the meeting as well. Okay? Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Okay. Next. It's now 10:31 a.m. Next, we have a minor variance application, A2026-00149, 1304 Brock Road, Flamborough. Owner is M. Peterson. Applicant is Gerard's Design and Drafting Incorporated, M. Carroll. Agent is the same company. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether here in council chambers or on the WebEx platform? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 10 minutes to speak. Thank you. Oh, no, sorry, 5 minutes to speak.
Good morning. My name is Mackenzie Carroll, and I'm with Gerard's Design and Drafting, Inc. Our address is 7 Cloverdale Crescent, and I'm the authorized agent acting on behalf of the owners for 1304 Brock Road. Our application seeks a minor variance to permit a rear yard setback of 8.1 meters, whereas the zoning requires 10 meters to facilitate a modest addition on the existing home. The proposed rear yard setback reduction is required to accommodate a master bedroom suite, including an ensuite, closets, and laundry facilities in a manner that is functionally integrated with the existing dwelling and to allow all amenities on the main floor of the home. Compliance with the 10-meter rear yard setback would significantly constrain the layout and functionality of the addition due to the existing configuration of the dwelling on the lot. We believe that the requested variance is minor in nature and still provides an appropriate rear yard, which is compatible with the surrounding area and will have minimal to no impact on adjacent properties. We have read staff comments and we are in agreement with them. We acknowledge that we do need a permit, which we intend to apply for, and the archaeological potential of the property. The owners are committed to following all required procedures should any archaeological resources be encountered during construction. I have nothing further to add beyond the submitted application and would be pleased to answer any questions that the committee may have.
So you're happy with the notes that are along with it?
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Committee?
Make a motion to approve the application with the proposed notes as it meets the 4 tests of a minor variance.
Moved by Bob, second by Donna. All in favor? Nobody opposed? It's carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, it's now 10:34 a.m. Next, we have a minor variance application, A2026-00166, 843 Old Highway Number 8, Flamborough. Owner is N. Obert and M. Bros, and the applicant is the same 2 people. Is there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether here in council chambers or on the WebEx platform? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Nathan Aubert. Address is 843 Old Highway 8, the owner and applicant. We're applying to increase the size, what is permitted for a garage for detached building. And from the staff's comments from planning department, looks like they're in favor of that. The only other comments that I see are from the cultural and heritage, and it looks like they have some archaeology comments there, and I'm wondering if we could have some relief on the archaeology study for that property if need be. I also would like to add an addition. It wasn't on the variance application, but we're able to meet the requirements without having to do a grading and drainage plan if we do a 3-meter setback on the property. And we're asking if we can waive that drainage plan and keep it consistent with 1.2 meters for the setback for the garage. And that's all I have.
Staff? Comments on that? I don't see it here.
Good morning, Spencer Skidmore, Acting Manager, Development Planning. So the archaeological was just a note, so no action required from you in terms of it's not, there's no requirement for a study, just a note that if you do find anything, you have to call the ministry and let them know. So that one should be good. The other, I don't see a condition related to a grading plan. You might be talking about like the plot plan that comes with a building permit. That wouldn't be a condition of the variance. There's nothing that requires you to do a grading plan or anything as a result of this process. So that might be something when you submit the building permit that you have a discussion with them about their requirements. But in terms of planning and development engineering through the minor variance, I don't see anything that would trigger you to submit us a grading plan. Thank you.
I didn't notice it there either. That's why I asked staff for that.
Okay, I'm not, yeah, I'm clear.
Okay. Committee?
I'll make a motion to approve the application with the proposed notes.
Moved by Donna, second by Robert. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Thank you.
Okay.
It is now 10:37 a.m. Next, we have a consent application B2026-00100, 122 highway number 52, Flamborough. Owner is P. Godina and applicant is Valerie His John. Apologize if I mispronounced names here. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether on here in council chambers or on the WebEx platform? Are you here to speak on the application?
Is that for 122 Highway 52?
Yes.
Yes. I'm Valerie Hosian.
Oh, you're the applicant. Oh, I was asking if any members of the public wanted to speak first. Yeah. Was there anyone on WebEx or in council chambers? Okay, seeing none, applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm at 120 Highway 52. My name is Valerie Hosian. My parents, my mom, they live, I live next door to them they're at 122 Highway 52. They have the property, the 4 acres, and I'm trying to sever the 42 feet by 200 feet, which is 12 meters, 12.8 meters by 61 meters. We've been doing this for years, my parents, and we've never really executed severing it. My father's passed away and my mom's not able to do it anymore. And I just want a piece of their property beside my house, between the pond and their house, before I sell their property. Sorry.
You read the staff report on the conditions. Are you okay with those conditions? Did you
Yes.
see? You're okay with all the conditions, okay?
Make a motion to approve the severance with the conditions and notes included.
Moved by Bob, second by Nick. All in favor? Nobody opposed? Carried. Application approved. Okay. We approved the application for you.
It's approved?
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much.
She was in the zone.
Okay, it's now 10:40 a.m. Next, we have a minor variance application, A2026-00151, 3 North Lawn Avenue, Flamborough. Owner is Cade Cohn and applicant is L. Angelici. Is there... Is there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether it be on WebEx or in council chambers? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Len Angelici of Len Angelici Design, Inc., 270 Sherman Avenue North, Hamilton, Ontario. I've read the application. We'd like to proceed with both planning staff and Hamilton Conservation staff's recommendation to table.
You're willing to table it, that's what I want to make sure, right?
Yep, we are.
Make a motion to table the application as requested by the applicant.
Moved by Bob, second by Nick. All in favor? Nobody opposed? Application tabled.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And through the chair, we had a schedule, and again, to the applicant agent, we will be in contact with you shortly about how to proceed. We had a break scheduled at this time. Did we want to take a break now? I don't know, 10 minutes or
1, 2, 3.
10 or 15? I don't
You want
know.
to break it up?
Yeah. Yeah, we could take a 10-minute break, and we can come back around.
5 minutes, I do.
Or 5 minutes? Okay. Yeah, we'll come back around maybe 10:50 a.m. or so. Okay, thanks.
The next one goes at 10:55.
Guess we're resuming now at 10:52 a.m. Actually, our next application is scheduled to be heard at 10:55 a.m. So if it's okay, we'll wait till then. Yeah. Thanks. Okay, it's now 10:55 a.m. We're resuming. So next we have a minor variance application A2026-00162, 157 Montrose Avenue, Hamilton. Owner is A. Vals, apologize if I mispronounced the name, A. Valskes, and applicant is the same person as well. Is there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether here in council chambers or on the WebEx platform? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Is the applicant or agent here? A. Vasquez. Is anyone here to speak for 157 Montrose Avenue, Hamilton? Okay, I don't know if maybe staff, we could try to reach out to them. Through the chair, do you want to wait, or did you want to?
Staff, do you want to go ahead?
Yes, you could proceed if you wanted to, yes. Staff,
Pretty
we're recommending
straightforward.
approval, yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the application with the proposed notes.
But a second, but by Bob, all in favor? Nobody opposed? Carried. Application approved.
Thank you, and through the chair, we will contact the applicant or agent after the hearing, just to let them know what happened. And the next application to be heard is at 11 a.m.
It's been withdrawn.
Yes, I'll provide an update.
Okay, all right.
this time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, through the chair, it's now 11 a.m. And we had a minor variance application. It's A2026-00163, 264 Edgemont Street, South Hamilton. Owner is D. Friesen and S. Falzone. Applicant is D. Friesen. And the committee may be aware, the application was withdrawn prior to the meeting. It was determined that minor variances were no longer necessary. So as such, the application is not going to be heard today. I don't know if the applicant or agent is here, but if there's any members of the public here for this application, whether in council chambers or on the WebEx platform, just to let you know this application for 264 Edgemont Street South, Hamilton, has been withdrawn. If anyone had any questions about that, they can contact the Committee of Adjustment staff after the meeting. And our next application.
Okay, just a second. Somebody up here is with it. You with that application?
Sorry, who are you? Oh, are you the applicant? Yes. Yeah, we were asking for you. Oh, no, but the yeah, sorry.
We approved it, so.
We actually approved the application, yeah.
Your application.
Yeah.
Your application's approved.
Yeah, we were going to contact you after the meeting. We were asking, we didn't hear from you, unfortunately, yeah, but.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, first we would call your name, but we called it a few times and we didn't hear from you. However, the committee can proceed to hear the application even if you weren't here. So they proceeded to hear it and they approved the application. So unless there's any issues that we can be in touch with you after the hearing and just let you know next steps.
Yep.
Okay?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks for coming down.
It's all approved. Sure, okay that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. And yeah, through the chair, as I mentioned, the 264 Edgemont Street South, that has been withdrawn. And the next application to be heard is at 11:05 a.m. Okay, it's now 11:05 a.m. Next, we have A minor variance application, A2026-00158, 291 Winterberry Drive, Stony Creek. Owner is Hamilton Wentworth District School Board. Applicant is Bortolotto Design Architect Incorporated. Is there any members of the public who wish to speak on this application, whether here in council chambers or on the WebEx platform? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask the applicant or agent, please step forward. Please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thank you. Sorry, is there someone who wanted to speak on this application?
Hello.
Alex Horber? Hello, yes. Did you want to speak on this application?
Absolutely, yes. I'm the applicant with Bortolotto Design Architect.
Oh, you're the applicant. Okay, okay.
Yes, sorry.
No. Yeah, we were first asking if any members of the public wanted to speak. Okay.
Okay.
I don't believe there were. Okay, yeah. If you wanted to now, please provide your name and address, and you have 5 minutes to speak. Thank you.
Okay, I'll just, should I start video? Okay. Hi there. So name and address, Alex Horber. I'm the project architect, Bortolotto Design Architect. We're at 174 Spadina in Toronto. And obviously I'm the applicant. With regard to the application, just to summarize, we are adding classrooms and childcare to an existing school, which is located at the corner of Paramount and Winterberry. And that includes reconfiguring the parking area to allow for expanded drop-off for buses and parking. The existing school also has their bins in the parking area, and the board has requested that we include earth bins. So these are the bins that are like largely underground and they get lifted out by a crane. So because these things are in effect planted into the ground in a concrete pad, our zoning or the SPA application has come back noting these two bins as accessory structures. And of course, we're seeking relief then for the requirement that accessory structures are neither in the front or the flankage of the building. So they are placed where they're, as per the application drawings, they're placed in the lower, sorry, I'm going to call that the southeast corner of the site, essentially to allow maximum area against the building, existing and new, for buses and drop off. And then their location also allows pickup vehicles to be able to circulate in one direction in the parking lot along with all the other vehicles, and also prevents them from having to back out or back up. So you can just go in, pick up and leave. So essentially, because those items are underground partially, that is why we're seeking relief from this particular zoning requirement.
So you saw the staff report, the two notes from the building engineering that basically it looks, they're approving it with those two notes.
I believe so.
Well, there's one's a building permit is required, which you know is that.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
And the setbacks from the construction. So that'll be looked in your drawings, so.
Yeah, and through the chair, yes, staff comments. And of course, I believe we did send an email reminding the applicants of the staff report. The staff comments were posted on our website. For this application, there's a proposed condition relating to site plan control, and then there's two proposed notes. Both relating to from our building engineering staff. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I must say I haven't seen the one about the setback. Would you mind summarizing that for me?
So the proposed condition is that it's on the staff comments that the proposed development be in accordance with the approved site plan control application,
Correct, yeah.
DA 26022, to the satisfaction of the Director of Development Planning. And then the proposed notes, there's two notes. One of them is building permit is required for the construction of 2 accessory buildings. And the other one is that be advised that the Ontario Building Code regulations may require specific setback construction types. And the proposed notes are generally just, they're reference information for the applicant.
Okay, well, I'll have to look into that. I'm not sure I'll look into the setback requirement then. Wasn't aware of that. Okay.
Setbacks would be in your building permission like that, so.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Bob?
I have a question for the applicant. You mentioned about a crane to empty the bins. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, the trucks have, I say a crane actually means just sort of an arm that comes off the top of the truck. So they attach, essentially the truck pulls up either directly in front or next, and then lifts the bin out, empties it, puts it back in. The other person who's here on this application is actually our client, Amy, at Hamilton Wentworth District School Board. She might also be able to offer some.
Well, might save you some. I think it's just been labeled incorrectly. If it is being picked up by a crane, that is not an earth bin. An earth bin uses the front end loader truck. Whereas
Yes, fair enough.
the Molochs, which are the original, had the crane. So there could be some issues there, because if they are earth bins, there's going to be a challenge getting the truck in, the dump, drop it back in, back up, move over. There's not a lot of room there, so I just cover that.
So the part of the, we have a couple of comments
Site
still to
plan
meet for the.
should cover
Sorry?
that, so. The site plan should cover that.
It absolutely does, and we're submitting updated traffic sort of like swept plans for the vehicles. So the lot has been designed to accommodate that. It does not show up on this submission drawing for community adjustment, but it is in our site plan drawings.
Okay. As long as you know the difference between a earth bin and a Moloch. One's
Absolutely,
by
yeah.
forks, one's by a hook, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a motion to approve the application with the notes as it meets the 4 criterias of a minor variance.
Moved by Bob, second by Nick. All in favor? Nobody opposed, carried. Application approved.
Thank you all.
Okay, thank you. Next, it's 11:12 a.m., and we had a consent application B2026-00160, 701 Green Mountain Road East, Stony Creek, and owner is S. Mitajic, apologize, I mispronounced the name, and E. Mitajic. Applicants is the same, 2 people. Agent is Kornakia Planning Services Incorporated, v. Kornakia. And the committee may be aware, the applicant tabled the application prior to the meeting. So as such, we won't be hearing this application today. So if there's any members of the public here for this application, 701 Green Mountain Road East, whether in council chambers or on the WebEx platform, do note the application was tabled. If you want to be informed of any updates on this application, if you're on the WebEx platform, please email us at cofa@hamilton.ca. If you're here in council chambers, please fill out an interested party form. And also, for just as a note, the applicant or agent will be, we will be in touch with them in terms of how they are, how to proceed. I don't know if we need to wait until 11:15 a.m. or not for the chair and staff up announcements.
No.
Yeah.
Any announcements or anything?
Yeah. Do you have any announcements?
I haven't got
Chair?
anything.
No. Staff, I don't have anything. I don't know if my manager has anything. No. Okay. Okay. If not, we can have a motion to adjourn.
Need a motion to adjourn. Moved by Donna. Second by Nick. All in favor? Nobody opposed, carried.
Okay.
Thank
so-
you, everybody.
Yeah, we're adjourned at 11:14 a.m.